Hello everyone, welcome to Shirley Ann's Interior Designs. I am Shirley Ann and I want to welcome you to my page. If this is your first time, thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your 15th, millionth time watching, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate my followers and I love each and every one of you. You have no idea how much it means to me. I get messages every day telling me how just telling me some really good stuff. I'm not going to go into any of that, but just telling me just positive feedback, and I'm overwhelmed and I'm humbled by that, and so I do it for you guys. That's who I do it for. So, but tonight, I'm out of breath. Tonight we are going to do something like, all of my crafts are pretty simple. They're really cheap, affordable, and they're pretty, I think, fast. I mean, for the most part. We are going to do, and I know, y'all, I know Halloween, you do not want to think about Halloween. I really don't want to think about Halloween either, but it's coming upon us really quickly. I mean, it's a little over a month away, okay? And so I want you guys to be prepared. And I want to be prepared, and I want to get you prepared. So tonight we are doing little Farmhouse candy jars, okay? Hey babe, can you go get me the candy corn? So I'm doing candy jars and I completely forgot my candy to fill them in. But so everything came from the Dollar Tree. I don't know if you guys have seen these little, they look like little mason jars, okay? And they're plastic, and they're not the Mason brand, but they'll do, okay? So we're gonna be using these. And then I got these really cute, they are, I think it's in my lunchbox. Just bring me some candy, just whatever you can find. Okay, so I found these little, they are called ceramic painting sets, okay? And I got the Frankenstein, I got the jack-o'-lantern head pumpkin, and I got the scarecrow. And y'all, they are super cute. They are super, super, super cute. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna paint these little guys. Like in the Farmhouse color. We're just gonna paint them solid. We're not gonna do any detail on them. And then we're gonna hot glue them onto our little jar. And then we're gonna put a bow on it and we're gonna fill it with candy. And your grandkids or your kids will love this. If you pass out candy in the neighborhood and you only have a few kids that come over, and you don't wanna spend a lot of money on the really good candy, what I would suggest you doing is, or if you want to make something special, instead of like giving them a piece of gum and a package of Starburst, you can make something really special for them and that they will love and cherish and they can keep, okay? And they can store all their wonderful candy in it, all right? So that is what we are going to do tonight. Let me make sure. Okay, I wanted to make sure my volume was turned up because sometimes I forget to check that. And okay, so that is what we're gonna do. As I am getting this stuff out, I wanted you to see the packaging because a lot of people will message me and be like, hey, what was that you used? And so I wanted to make sure that I let you see the packaging, what it came in. It came from the Dollar Tree, and they have little paint sets to go with them. We're not gonna be using those. We're gonna be using chalk paint. So you can keep these if you want to. I don't usually keep them. I just kind of throw them out because the paint on those are not very good. So I just kind of usually throw those away. I don't know what my hair's doing. Anyway, okay. They are like ornaments, so we're gonna cut the string off of them, okay, because we're not gonna use them as ornaments. Okay, Now, I want to make sure. Okay. So I'm going to take these out. And while I'm getting all this ready, I wanted to remind you guys that this month, it's my birthday month, the month of September, and I'm doing a giveaway every day for the month of my birthday. I am drawing names out of the followers that actually share my page, okay? But the kicker is you have to share my page that day in order to get in that drawing that day. You see what I'm saying? So, and I usually post every 3 to 4 days the winners. So make sure that you watch, be looking tonight for the past 3-day winners. But I have had so many shares, and I am almost to 14,000 followers, which I'm super excited about. My goal is 15 this month, so I'm hoping that I can hit that 15,000 mark this month for my birthday. So keep sharing, friends. Thank you so much for doing that for me. It means a lot to me. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. So make sure you share this live as well, because I want everybody to see all this fun stuff that they're missing out on, okay? Okay, so here we go. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna use my little trusty old foam paintbrushes. These are from Walmart in the craft section, okay? And Waverly chalk paint. We're using the color celery tonight. We're using the color silver lining. And then I did not have a blue from Waverly, so we are using Deco Art chalk paint, and that is the color is called Colonial. Okay, and that comes from Hobby Lobby, but this is way more expensive than the Waverly and not as good as the Waverly. I like the Waverly better, but okay. So listen. I am just putting. I'm gonna show you guys how much I'm putting on my plate, because you guys do not need that much. You see that dollop right there? That's all you're gonna need to paint this, because chalk paint goes a really long way, okay? So we're gonna start, I am going to paint my little Frankenstein guy. Look how sweet he is. I'm gonna paint him green, okay? And so I'm just gonna paint all of him, okay? So we're painting the entire thing. We're not doing detail. I wanted to do it as simple and as farmhousey as possible. And so I thought, okay, let's just paint them all one color, forget about the detail, and paint them farmhouse colors. So that's kind of what I am doing. The reason I'm doing this, and you guys can do whatever you want to. When I do my crafts, I want you guys to put your own spin to it. I do not want you to, necessarily do everything I'm doing. I want you to use your little God-given talent brain, and I want you to be creative and come up with your own little spin to the project. If you don't want to, that is totally fine. I am totally okay with that if you mimic the whole entire thing. But sometimes make it your own. Just make it your own and go with it. So you may want to use bright colors, but the reason why I'm doing the farmhouse colors is because not only can these be little gifts for, say you're a teacher and your classroom. I mean, these are super that you're spending maybe $3 on each kid. And that's about how much you spend when you put together those gift bags, right? Because who all knows, all the moms, all the teachers buy the gift bag stuff, and they go to the Dollar Tree and they buy like those little sticker books and all of those little gadgets that really, what do we do with those as moms when they get it home? They play with it for like 5 minutes and then it goes in the trash, right? So with these, they can actually store whatever they want. They can store money in there, they can store their candy in there, and they're just really cute. And there's no throwing away anything. So that's why I'm doing that. Also, they are, if you don't want to use them for that, you can use them for decor pieces to sit around your house, okay? So I try to think of things that just kind of, I don't know, serves multiple purposes, I guess. And some of these, I mean, there are really little crevices that you really have to get into on these little things, but they are super cute. And I thought I would not need any more paint, but it come to find out I'm gonna need just a little bit more. But so anyway, if you guys don't mind to share my page. So a lot of people are like, okay, how do you share your page, Shirley? And I'm like, okay, so this is how you do it. Either you have an iPhone or an Android or Samsung or whatever. At the very top of my page, so you go on my business page, Shirley Ann Designs, and at the very top, kind of where the URL is, like in the search, right there where the search blank is, and it's gonna say Shirley Ann Designs. Okay, so right to the right of that, there's gonna be 3 dots, or there's gonna be a big arrow. You're gonna click on that, and it's gonna give you the option to share my page, okay? So that's how you share. I know a lot of people are like, we don't know how to do that. So I'm trying to explain that the best way I know how. If all else fails, Google it or ask Siri. Be like, hey Siri, how do I share somebody's business page on Facebook? And she'll be able to tell you. Or you can Google it and they will be able to tell you as well and give you kind of detailed. Okay, so here's my little Frankenstein. And he is like a mint green. It's called celery, but it's more like a minty color. And I think he's precious. And so I'm gonna sit him right down here. So, can y'all see him? Sit him right there. Now, I am going to use some gray, okay? And it's really thick and it takes a long time to come out. Okay. I'm trying to get it out of my thing. Okay, all right, so we have some. All right, now I'm going to use the, I think I'm gonna do the gray. I think I'm gonna do him, the scarecrow in gray, okay? And this chalk paint has set in my, I haven't used this in a while, and so it's really gooey, so I kind of need some water to water it down, but we'll make it work. Okay, so I am just painting the entire ceramic scarecrow ornament. And these are supposed to be ornaments, but as you can see, that is not what we're gonna be doing with them. And I think these are gonna turn out so stinking cute. And it is really difficult to get in every crevice of this. So I would suggest, this is what I would suggest to you guys before you do this. I would water your chalk paint down really, really well. And then I would either make a mixture and kind of dip this in there and then let it dry, or get a rag and wipe it on there with the watered down mixture. Because it will go on a lot smoother and a lot faster than what I'm actually doing it. Hey babe, can you bring me some water? All right, I need a little more, so I'm trying to get it out. See how clumpy that is? Thanks, babe. I've got some water here. My sweet husband just brought it to me. I'm dipping, and then look, it's going on way better, okay? Way, way better. And it's not gonna take you forever to get all of that on there, okay? So if this is your first time watching, tell me where you are from. I love to know where, I have followers all over, and I love to hear where you guys are from. So if this is your first time watching, let me know. If you guys do not know, I am from Kentucky, born and raised. I still live in the same little town as I did the day I was born. So, and I met my husband here. We got married here. We have had children and they have grown up here. So it has been wonderful. We have loved our little town and we love Kentucky. Okay, so here's my little scarecrow. He's a cute little guy. Okay, and these are actually really cute. They're really, they're not scary, they're really cutesy, and so I really like that about it. I don't know, they're fun. Okay, and then last I'm gonna do a blue, and I'm gonna do my little pumpkin, and I think he is precious. And this this paint is actually really thin, this chalk paint, because it's not old. I just bought it, and so it's really, it really doesn't need to be watered down. Not unless you want to tone down the color a bit. So I'm just dipping this in there just to kind of move the process along, because it does. See how fast I'm painting this with the sponge being wet, and you're still getting that chalk paint thickness that you don't have to go back over it and paint it again. And if you have acrylic paint will work too. I'm just using chalk paint because I had the Farmhouse colors. Okay, so I'm gonna set this to the side, put my top back on my paint. Okay, now, So here's my little guys. See how cute they are? I think they're adorable. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. And I'm just gonna show you the example of one of them. I'm not gonna fill every jar, but I am gonna put the guys on the jars. So I've got candy corn, which is super cheap at the Dollar Tree. You get a big bag, and then a bag will probably fill 3 of these, okay? So that was just a little bit, wasn't the whole bag. It may fill 2 all the way to the top, but we're not gonna fill them to the top. We're gonna fill them halfway. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to hot glue this guy. You know what, I'm gonna do Frankenstein first. I'm gonna take my hot glue gun, and then I'm just gonna put glue on the bottom of his feet, just like this, and then I'm gonna stick him on there very carefully, okay? Very, very carefully. Just like this, okay? Then what I'm gonna do, now y'all know nothing is complete without a little bow and raffia. So that's what we're gonna do. I've got this ribbon. It came on a spool, however you say that. A spool, I think that's what it's called. This ribbon, I know you guys have seen this from the Dollar Tree. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually cut it. I got strips because I was using it for something else. Always save your scraps, okay? Because you never know what you'll need them for, and you never know what they will come in handy, okay? Because these were scraps and I was just gonna throw them away, and I was like, no, I better not do that. I better not throw those away. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold it in half, okay? And I am going to make a V, because I just think it's really classy when ribbon has the V effect, okay? I don't know why, I just like that, okay? And I always have to stop and think about, okay, which way am I cutting? Okay, so I got my V on both sides. Now I'm gonna kind of pinch it in the middle, just like this, and I'm gonna see if this is big enough. Okay, so yes, I feel like this is big enough, okay? And then y'all, I got the prettiest raffia from the Dollar Tree the other day. Usually it just comes in the really light tan. But y'all, look how beautiful this is. It's like the mustard color, and I love it. So pretty. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to use that with something. So that's what I'm gonna do. I am going to just cut a little bit, just like this, okay? And what I'm doing is I'm just kind of taking it and wrapping it kind of like an 8, or just kind of like a bow actually. And then I took it and I held it on both sides, just like this. Not both sides, but in the middle. So both sides like come together, just kind of like this. And you don't need a lot. I don't know, I just feel like a lot of raffia can be a little bit overpowering. So I'm gonna take this little raffia and I'm gonna put it right smack dab in the middle of my ribbon, okay? Then I'm gonna cut a piece of jute twine that I got at the Dollar Tree. So everything has come from the Dollar Tree, okay? Except my paint, which Everybody has paint somewhere. I don't care what kind of paint you use. Acrylic, chalk paint, finger paint. I don't care what kind of paint you have. Just use whatever you have at home. I don't want you going out buying new paint just for this project, okay? But I would suggest that you go and invest in 3 colors of chalk paint that you really love. I'll tell you what my staple chalk paint is. I do use the Waverly chalk paint from Walmart, but I use the white all the time, okay? And this is what the white looks like, okay? You can get it in the small, you can get it in the medium or the large. This is the large, and if you buy this, it's $10.84, I think, at my Walmart. And this will last you, I think so this is my 2nd container of white paint, chalk paint, and I've been crafting for years and years and years. It's probably lasts me 5 years, okay? The other tub of it. Okay, so this, I'm on my 2nd one. So one will last you around 5 years if you use it a lot, okay? So white is a good color. Gray is a really good color to have because white and gray kind of go with everything if you like the Farmhouse. And then pick out a color that you really love. Like, I tend to go more green and more blues because those are my favorite colors. You may go towards the oranges and the yellows or the reds or the coral. So just whatever is your favorite color, and just go with it, okay? So those are the 3 things that I would do, or I would suggest you do if you do not have any chalk paint, okay? Waverly chalk paint is very reasonable. It's very affordable. It's at Walmart, and it holds up really well. I've used it for years, and I just really love it. So, okay, so here is my cute little bow. Look at that, y'all. That is so cute. It is fall, coupled with lace, which is like the Victorian vintage, coupled with burlap, which is the Farmhouse. I think it's all 3 perfect. And this is what we are gonna do. We are going to, let me see what I wanna do. If I wanna tie it on there or if I wanna hot glue it on there. I think I wanna hot glue it because I think I want my little jute twine to kind of hang down. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to put a very tiny dot on the back of my ribbon, and I'm gonna put it right here, okay? I'm gonna press down. Hello everybody, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I know it's a Monday, and whew, Mondays are kind of hard, right? So we just kind of want to veg out, and I want to veg out and craft. That's what I want to do all night. I don't know about y'all, but so this week I am going to try, y'all. I'm not gonna promise anything, but I am gonna try to come on live every night this week because it is my birthday week, and I want to do that for you guys. So anyway, I'm gonna try my best. I do work a full-time job. I am working this week full-time, and so I come home and I do homework with my kids, and I cook supper, and I try to be a good mom, and I try to be a wonderful wife, and then after they all go to bed, I spend time with you guys. So that's just what I do on a day-to-day basis. But look at this little Frankenstein. How stinking cute is he? And y'all, we did not spend that much money or that much time on this. You could have done this in, I don't know, 3 minutes without me rambling on, but somebody asked me what my full-time job is. I am a substitute teacher at the private schools here in my community. The 2 private schools here, and it's a full-time job because they need me a lot, and I love my job. I love working with those kids. But I'm going to tell you, being a substitute at a private school is a lot different because number one, they hire college graduates, which I am. I have 2 degrees. And so they hire college graduates, or they try to anyway. And then if a teacher is out in private school, the substitute has to do their lesson plans and actually teach, okay? So it's just not, hey, y'all, get out a book, read until the next class, or get your homework out and do this. No, we're actually teaching things in the classroom. So I love my job. I get to be there with my children, and so it's great. So yes, that is my full-time job. But anyway, back to y'all. I called it Einstein again. I called my little friend back here. I made him the other day, and I called him Einstein. But anyway, Frankenstein. So that is so cheap, and if you would have given this to your kid or your grandkid, y'all, they would think that you spent a lot of money and time, and they will love you forever for just, I don't know, going the extra mile. Who loves to go the extra mile? I know I do. I love going the extra mile for my friends and people that I love, and so I just think it's really neat that just don't, I mean, candy in a bag is perfect. I'll take candy in a bag any day, and I know every kid probably will too. But just doing something different, I like that idea. Just being different and doing things differently. Okay, so I'm gonna do little pumpkin guy here, and I love him. I think he is so stinking cute. Okay. So I'm barely gonna put him on there because if I push down too much, all of that glue is gonna like spread. So here he is. Isn't that cute? Look how cute he is. And then that's Frankenstein. And then I'll show you the other one. So what I'm just gonna do the same thing I did to, you know, the bow. I'm just gonna cut, make it look really cute. Nope, this way. I'll always have to stop and do that, y'all. Y'all probably do too, right? I'm not the only person that stops and is like, okay, which way do I hold the scissors to cut this right? If you're a crafter or anything like that, I'm sure you've done it millions of times. Okay, or a sewer. Okay, so I've just kind of picked up, the last one I kind of did a loop-dee, but this one, I'm not. I am, so somebody just said, I just saw something about a Christian school. So that's where my kids go. They go to a private Christian school here in my hometown, and that's where I sub at. The other private school is not a Christian school, but it is a really good school, and so, so I don't have anything negative to say about that school either. Okay. So I'm just going to turn it around and tie it. And I always double knot just because I don't want it going anywhere. And then so look at this one. It's all wacky. So you just have to kind of pull it and kind of get it down like this. Okay. So here's my little bow. And I just like how this mustard color just brings the perfect touch of fall to this project. Okay. Push it down really good. Look how cute he is. Super cute, guys. Super cute. And I am saving these for my kids when they wake up on Halloween Day. They will have some candy to eat that day. I don't like to, I don't know, I just don't like to overload my kids on candy. I just don't. I know y'all may think I'm crazy, but, and some of you may know this about me if you know me at all, if you've been around me at all, but y'all, I don't like chocolate. And I know that's crazy. Y'all probably, everybody that I've ever told that to, they're like, what? You're not a woman if you don't like chocolate. But no, I don't like chocolate. And I'm really not a sweet eater either. I mean, I don't like cake and cupcakes and all that stuff, y'all. I'm not big into that. I don't know why I'm not. I'm just not. Now, I do love me some ice cream. I love ice cream. It's my favorite. But that's really all of the sweets that I really care for is ice cream. So, I know y'all probably think I'm crazy. So, pasta is my like go-to. Like, I love pasta and like cheese and bread. I mean, I don't eat a lot of bread, but I do love to have bread sometimes. Not all the time, but okay. So y'all, we're almost done, but I wanted to show you this this last one with this gray scarecrow, because this yellow mixed with this gray is going to be gorgeous, I think. Very, very, very pretty. So I'm just kind of trimming it. Y'all, it's been a long day. I am with kindergartners all this week, and y'all, they're precious. They are so precious, and I love them. They have already stolen my heart. They are a ball of energy, and Miss Shirley is a ball of energy 99% of the time. But woo, when I get home, I am tired and worn out. Those kindergartners have wore me out. Okay. All right, y'all, look at how cute Mr. Scarecrow is. I think he is adorable. And even if you don't have to make this bow this big. Let me show you what you could do. So once you get it on there, my glue didn't dry fast enough. The bow's coming off. But you can just kind of take it and just cut it like this, just straight down, kind of like a bow tie. So y'all, I think I like this one a lot better. Look how cute. I think I like that a lot better than the big bow. What do y'all think? I mean, I'm all about big bows, but I really like just cutting them just like this. Y'all see that? I really like doing that better. I don't know why, I just do. I don't know, I just feel like it's not as overwhelming, maybe. So what do y'all think? I think I like cutting those. I think I like that. I think I like the small bow. So once I got it on there, I was like, okay, what can I do? What can my creative mind do to get that bow a little smaller? Because sometimes it's hard to gauge how big something's gonna be until you put it on there. And so anyway, all you gotta do is just cut them down. That's the beauty of having scissors, right? So these are all cut down, and I love how they turned out. Don't y'all? Okay, that's all I have for you guys. If you would share my video, that would be great. Share my business page, I would appreciate it. And I will see you tomorrow night, friends. Have a good sleep, and I'll see you back in 24 hours. See y'all. Bye.